Can you complete it out?
Damn, I didn't even know.
Thank you guys for sticking around. We have had a lot of stuff that we've been doing, like crazy, a lot of stuff we've been doing. I don't even have a ladder. We had to pull both of the vehicles up just so we could plumb this and get it level and everything. It's crazy how much work goes into this. There's so much work going into it. It won't take that long.
Yeah.
Welcome to the BMX News Channel, everyone. I got a good friend and fellow BMXer, Chris, with me. This is the second episode right here, which we're just going to talk about how to acquire the land. I brought Chris with me for this episode because we built like a lot of trails in our life. Like he's built trails before we met. I built trails before we met. Like when we met, we built like a couple trails since then. Like I don't know, it's just been really fun. And like a lot of people might live in the city and they might live in spots where, you know, you might think you can't find any land, but you know, you just never know. All you have to do is just ask. You can find a friend, and you know, you just never know if you ask.
Yeah, definitely makes it more fun too when, you know, you're doing trails and stuff by yourself, and then you get together with other buddies that have done it as well, and then you collaborate ideas and whatnot. So sometimes, you know, one guy might come up with something that might be really awesome, but then your idea that you can mix with that can change it all together completely for the entire scenery, especially when it comes to trails, because everybody automatically wants to just do dirt, and we're kind of trying to go different ways with that and change things up and make it a little bit better and a little bit more interesting for the BMX community.
Yeah, we've been spending like the last month out here just like working on basically the camping area. We still have yet to throw dirt down.
Right.
We've been working like all day out here, man, like dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got some
fiddling
nice,
a little bit on that one, but
the nice tiki torches out here though.
Yeah.
It makes it comfortable, you know.
yeah.
Even when people aren't, you know, when it all gets said and done, you know, you come out here, come ride and whatnot, and just, you know, hang out, have a beer, sit by the fire if you'd like, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever's your.
that's exactly why I wanted to show this for everybody on YouTube, you know, because like you just grab a shovel, grab your friends, get some bikes, and you know, you just have a blast, and that's the whole philosophy behind like this channel and getting all this stuff going. But man,
It's also a lot easier when, you know, and don't get me wrong, we love riding street as well, but the one problematic situation with street is a lot of places that you go and do tricks on and stuff, it might be in the way of certain, you know, doorways or whatever of businesses, and of course you got a lot of business owners that'll come out and tell you can't ride there and stuff like that, so it kind of squashes your whole day. You know, you might be trying to pull something and you haven't got that trick out yet, and you're stuck having to wait days before to get back to that same place and hope to God nobody comes out and just try to pull that trick firsthand or whatnot. But with trails it's a lot easier because, you know, you're free to roam basically, and that's the whole point of trails. It's the freedom of being able to do whatever you want, however you want it, without any concern for anyone else.
Yeah, we can be out here and make as much noise as we want. We can do whatever we want out here.
Yep,
you know?
yep.
It's just like that. I mean, for so many people, like one of the reasons why a lot of people will make trails and they get kicked out of the spot is because they just go onto some property and they just think that they're gonna like secretly do it.
Yeah.
You know? And then the people found out. Like, remember those one trails we had, you know, in Macanda?
Oh man,
Remember
yeah.
those, man?
Yeah.
We just went back there because, like, you know, nobody ever used the land, and then
Yep.
we built these trails. All of a sudden, like, the owner decided he was gonna start having a logging operation, like, right there.
Yeah, they
And we were,
completely,
like, all
completely
freaked
like
out.
tore down the whole situation of
Yeah,
all
we
of
were,
them.
We were
so.
like freaked out about that, but then like it was kind of cool because like we ended up just talking to the guy. We just kept being like, you know, like we're being nice out here. Like there was no trash, you know, we never left any trash out there, and it just got to the point where like I thought like they were logging close to us, and they ended up just like making a road like across the creek that went around our jumps, and decided to stop messing with us, you know, because we were nice to them and everything. It's like, you know, you just never know. You just got to ask, and I mean, you can just go to somebody's house, just be like, hey man, you got a lot of land. Like, you find an old couple somewhere that has a lot of land that they're not using, and just, you know, just say you'll do some favors for them, mow their lawn or something, just build some trails back in their land.
Yeah, most
you know,
definitely.
to pay it. Like, just say, you don't have to give me any money, just let me build some trails in the back of your land. But yeah, like those trails were wild. And then the trails at your old house.
Oh
like,
man, those are
that was
crazy.
like that line right there
Dude, they
was
had
like
some
the
sink.
property line.
They had some sink pops though, you know,
Yeah.
like the jumps were built nicely, and then like you tried to ride them, and it was like as soon as you hit them, you'd sink no matter how hard we packed the dirt in, and it was kind of a moggy area and real swampy for the most part. So
But
sometimes in that situation too, you know, it's a hit and miss kind of thing. You know, you find good spots, you find bad spots, but it's all about digging and finding that good soil. You find that good soil, man. It's a good place.
Right, yeah.
It's a good place to start.
Yeah,
definitely.
There's a lot of people that are like, you know, I tell people we're building these trails for YouTube, and they're like, oh, you should use this dirt. Oh, don't use fill dirt, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's like, I just want to teach you guys how you can just go take any dirt and really, like, you know, not worry about it. I mean, this is BMX, man. You just take a shovel, take some dirt, just start, can't even talk here. Just start stacking piles, man. You can just roast them all day long. Come out here after work, after school, anything like that, man. It's totally fun. I can't even believe, like, we're getting this all in, like, one shot. Man, this is, like, a YouTube first right here, man. Like, one shot, we're getting this whole thing. This is, like, our first take.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we can just kind of relax now. That wasn't bad.
But it's definitely also a good thing to have trails where you have creek water area too. I forgot to mention that part, because you know, you building trails, of course, if you're by creek water, you have the advantage to use that water and utilize it for all your ramps as you're building.
That reminds me,
Being
actually,
when you're not around creek water or anything like that, and you know, it makes it harder, because then you got to run wherever you need to run to go get a big giant bucket of water and keep on having to go back and forth with it, and it does definitely get annoying. It makes the work on your ramps 10 times harder, and you know, we're also trying to make sure, you know, you guys see how you can bypass all that, you know, like just make it to where it's a lot easier to build.
You know the creek down there?
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me, remember we were seeing like a little bit of water streaming down there?
Yeah.
Like, I think we could like dam it up.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
Have
get,
it
like,
to where we have a
little
nice
pool of
spot
water
where
we can just like get buckets.
Most definitely, that's a great idea.
You know, I got some sprayers. Oh yeah, let me grab you guys one. This is, like,
That's definitely a good idea.
It's like a really good tool, you know, just like some. Edit that out. Little trip right there in the dark. But yeah, this is like a little sprayer, a little pump sprayer, right? Because like when you're out in the wilderness, you might not have power, you don't have water pump or anything. You just get yourself some buckets by a creek, dam up some water, and we got these pump sprayers right here. You can get them at Rural King or Walmart or Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot, anything like that. It's just like a couple bucks, and you just fill it up. And that's another thing. Next episode, we're gonna talk about tools. We're just gonna go around all the stores, all the main stores. We're just gonna show you guys the tools that we buy and the ones that we use. I mean, you don't really even have to buy any tools. You can just use a regular rake and some shovels from like your mom's garage. Make sure you ask your parents about using those first. But you know, yeah, that's what's coming up in the next episode. This is like I was telling you guys in the first episode, the last one. This is the complete guide. We're gonna go through everything, and also I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm trying to like change the feel of the channel, trying to make it more, you know, kind of a more chill, hang out, you know, more intimate with the fans type of thing. So, you know, I hope you guys like this new thing that we're doing here, and I'm gonna start coming out with a lot more videos for you guys. But yeah, just remember, if you guys looking for land to build some trails on, just you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. Just go around, do some favors for some people. You know, there's got to be a friend or somebody in your area that's got, you know, a little bit of land or somewhere that you can. I mean, who knows? Even if you guys are renting your property, maybe your landlord will say, maybe your landlord will allow you to do it or something. You never know.
Also, sometimes there's you know, places that you might not think that you can build because it's, you know, it might be between a couple, you know, company buildings or something, but there's a wooded area, so obviously it's owned by company. But sometimes you can go and talk to the directors and the department of everything for that city itself, and they can actually give you a petition and okay the fact of building. But remember that you can't just build it, you gotta ask.
Oh, you remember that?
They will let you do it sometimes, but you gotta make sure you get that petition.
Yeah, you remember back in 2011 when we had that one little BMX competition. Kyle got first, you got second, I got third, man. Dude, that was like the coolest time of my life, man. I remember that.
Still got my trophy, man.
3 buddies getting podium, man. I still got my trophy, man. That was awesome. But
that was a good time.
yeah, after that, we just decided to just start talking to the people that were running it from the town.
Yeah.
And they were actually considering letting us build our own dirt trail, like right behind the skate park in this empty lot. And the only reason why we didn't do it is just because we didn't stick with it.
Yeah, not enough people to put their names on it to actually want it to go down.
I mean, we could have, we just didn't stick with it, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
we just didn't push ourselves hard enough to keep getting more and more people in on the situation.
Ended up getting into doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes you do stuff and then you see a street spot and then you kind of forget about everything else and go hit that street spot. And
yep.
It happens a lot.
But yeah, as you guys can see behind us, this is the drop-in structure Chris and I have been working on for the past couple days. I don't know, what is that? I think it's like 8 feet. No, it's like 7.5 feet high.
Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out. We're probably gonna put metal on the back of it, and then just pile dirt all the way up. Because I was gonna make it like a wood roller in, but it's trails, and I want to be able to shape the drop-in. You know, change the speed and everything we get. But we'll talk about that in some other episodes. But yeah, we're almost done with this structure. We're just waiting for the concrete to cure down in the footing, and then we can get to the rest of building this. You know, can't wait, man. But yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned. Thanks for Chris for coming and helping me out and doing all this stuff for me. You're gonna see a lot more of him here. He has been BMXing for a while, but I hooked back up with him and was like, man, I got this channel going, and you know, I mean, BMX is just something that's in your blood. You know, he hasn't rode for a while, but it's like he'll always hop on a bike and he'll always shred it. You know?
Most definitely.
Always. But
most definitely.
I appreciate you guys sticking around, watching these episodes. I really like doing this channel. But I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, go down, hit that subscribe button, like it, share it so somebody else can see it. Till then, see you guys next time. Thanks. That was awesome.